What kind of loophole has opened up for savers? Well, you can put money in a CD today. But the problem with CDs is nobody really wants to pay you a long-term rate that's worth anything. You can get a rate for a short term. You can get a pretty decent rate for fixed type annuities. You can get a pretty decent rate in your savings account. But of all of those, only the annuity actually gives you the opportunity to lock in that rate over a much longer period. Hey folks, Colin Richards here. I'm president and founder of Lord & Richards, and I'm excited to be with you on yet another episode of Lord & Richards Radio. And today I'm going to be bringing up a subject that some of you might be maybe a little bit tainted in your view regarding a certain type of financial product. As you know, Lord & Richards is not about financial products. We are fiduciaries, and what we do every single day is meet with people just like you who are concerned about things going on in our world, events out of your control, markets that can't be predicted. And what we do is we help you get rid of some of that uncertainty in your financial future by helping you build a comprehensive financial plan. See, not just a product, but a plan that will enable you to retire financially independent. We call it a financial independence review. And it's one of the most powerful processes you'll ever go through in your life with me and my team. And then once we've got that in place, you can retire and enjoy that retirement without worry. And we want you to be financially independent so you can do amazing things for God with the beautiful and bountiful resources that He's placed at your disposal. So that's what we're doing every single day. But of course, like any trade, think of a carpenter. If we're going to build a house, a fiscal house, a financial house, we're going to have tools, and we're going to have certain types of structure that is laid over that house to keep it strong, secure, and doing what you want so you can really enjoy it. And so today, I am going to talk to you about a closing loophole. I love loopholes, right? Now, sometimes what things that we think are loopholes are actually not loopholes. For example, people say, well, our tax code is full of loopholes. Most of the time, not. If you've got thousands of lawyers reviewing these documents, mostly what has happened is things have been deliberately placed in order to encourage a certain kind of behavior, right? So they call the capital gains tax rate a loophole. It's not a loophole. It's designed to encourage you to invest a certain way in America and therefore get a lower tax rate. A tax break is really what it is. And there is a loophole. It's not related to taxes that I want to bring up to you today. It's related to savers types of products, savers types of tools. Think of it this way. Not too long ago, we had pretty low interest rates, right? And if you were borrowing, you were being rewarded. If you bought a house, you got the best interest rates you've seen in a generation. You know, my wife and I bought our first house, decades ago. We got a high rate, but we didn't know it was high. It was just the way things were back then. You know, today everybody thinks, wow, 6, 7, these are extremely high rates. No, we've just gotten used to the low rates. Well, savers were being punished. Right? If you were borrowing, you were being rewarded while rates were low. And if you were saving, you were being punished. And you couldn't find yield anywhere. Bonds turned out to be really volatile. People fled there and then lost money in 2022 in bonds. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, what kind of loophole has opened up for savers? Well, you can put money in a CD today. But the problem with CDs is nobody really wants to pay you a long-term rate that's worth anything. You can get a rate for a short term. You can get a pretty decent rate for fixed type annuities. You can get a pretty decent rate in your savings account. But of all of those, only the annuity actually gives you the opportunity to lock in that rate over a much longer period or enjoy the benefits of today's higher rates over a longer period. So the loophole that is closing is the annuity loophole. And I know some of you are thinking, wow, why would I be interested in annuity? I hear all these financial guys on the radio say, don't buy annuities. I hate annuities, right? Fisher Investments, all these guys. Well, that's because they have an axe to grind. They have a product to sell. And if a certain product doesn't fit into their paradigm, then they're going to certainly bash that. And groups that make their monies off of charging high fees for decades out of your accounts are certainly going to have a certain perspective compared to groups that are focused on helping you get to and through retirement without ever running out of money before you run out of life. That's the name of the game, right? In retirement, He who dies, still has money in the account wins, right? He who goes broke before he dies loses that game. So what are the kinds of annuities? I'm going to introduce this segment by just talking about the different kinds of annuities so you can get a handle on it. Because I'll hear people say all the time, well, I've heard things about annuities, both good and bad. Yep, there are always compromises in every financial tool. Let's take stocks. What's the compromise there? Risk, right? Let's take cash. What's the compromise there? Low growth, right? What is the compromise in annuities? Well, there's always going to be a compromise. Think about kind of the original annuity started in the Roman Empire when they wanted to take care of their gladiators' families. They could contribute to an immediate annuity that would pay out for the rest of their lives, or hopefully their families' lives, right? Because their lifespan was pretty short. An immediate annuity is a place where you put money and you never see that money as a lump sum again, and you get payments for life. And there are sound financial reasons to do that, but what are the cons? Well, you lose complete control of your principal, right? You have no opportunity for growth of that principal or a legacy. Are there situations where that could make sense? Yeah, I've had a few of them over the years. Not common, but certainly a great substitute for a pension if you're not worried at all about the lump sum. But along came the fixed annuity, much more recent. Over a century ago, about 110 years ago, the fixed annuity came onto the scene, and that was designed to just be kind of a CD competitor. Banks have CDs, certificates of deposit. Fixed annuities are the annuity world's version of that, where you just put your money in over a period of time, and you get a low fixed guaranteed rate of return. Then there are, and of course, the negative about that is you need to make that time deposit, just like a CD. You don't want to pull your money out early unless it's in your best interest because you're going to pay some penalties, right? And then there's the variable annuity. This is the one that I don't touch a lot. Why? Because of the three things you can emphasize or compromise, variable has problems in two. I don't usually want to compromise more than one of the following three areas: safety, growth, and liquidity. Safety, growth, and liquidity. Can variable annuities grow? Absolutely. Are they safe? Not your principal. They can have benefits that are protected, but not your principal. And so that's compromise number one. And then, as with all annuities, there is some type of liquidity constraint. And so we need to be aware of these three general kinds of annuities. Now, I'm going to dig down further into where exactly this opportunity lies, because this opportunity, this loophole that is closing right now as we await the Fed's ultimate decision to lower rates, whenever that happens, the loophole is going to start closing. So as long as rates are high, there is a loophole, an opportunity for you. And if you're eager to get going and talking to somebody about how to prepare yourself to be financially independent in retirement or to continue keeping that ball rolling, I would love to talk to you right now. My team and I would love to visit with you and help you learn how to become financially independent. It just starts with a simple phone call.